Hello again, this is Sports Betting Whale, Friday, August 4th, 2017. Thanks again for joining me on the video channels. Theme of today's video is how to predict NFL halftime comebacks. Yesterday, we had a very interesting Hall of Fame game with the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Ended up going over for the first half and over for the game. Never was too much doubt that it was going to go over. The betting wise guys bet it down from 35.5 to 34. 90-something% of all touts were on the under. And the reason they were on the under yesterday was because 4 of the last 5 Hall of Fame games had gone under. Well, that's not logical if you really think about it. Yes, they went under, but they went under a much higher total. So this total got beaten down to 34. That's an incredibly low total for an NFL game. And then you have to look at the specific teams that are involved in the Hall of Fame game. You had 2 early preseason over teams in the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals were on quite a run of about 85-90% overs in the preseason, the first 2 games. And clearly we saw why. I mean, it started out very high scoring. Anybody you bet the under really didn't have much of a chance. They would have had to be incredibly lucky to have come in. Now, one thing I do want to take a little blame for, the line moved from -1 to -2. Had I known that it was going to be 2 everywhere, I would have recommended everyone just take the money line, because 2 matters in preseason. Why does 2 matter in preseason and not in the regular season? Because of the fact that in preseason, they generally do not want to go to overtime. So you'll have lots of situations you'll see in preseason where a team would come down for a scoring drive that would tie the game, and instead of kicking the extra point to tie it, they'll go for 2, which ends up making the game fall one way or the other 1 point. If they make the 2-point conversion, they win by 1. If they don't, they lose by 1. You mark my words, you'll see that a lot in preseason. So 2 becomes an important number because of that factor. It didn't turn out under the same scenario last night, but it turned out where 2 mattered, and it was a push number. 1 was a winner. Obviously, money line would have been a winner too. So you see here are the betting tickets. I've already wagered well over 12,000 yesterday and put more money into play today. I continue to bet hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars each month because I know over time I'm going to end up ahead. It's happened to me countless times over the last 30 years, and there's absolutely no reason I'm aware of that it's going to change. I'm extremely positive, like I've always been, that it's just a matter of time, and I'm going to really progress on the next run. I sent out an email the other day that my goal is to win hundreds of thousands of dollars in 1 week off the next run. I'm going to definitely progress and show you how quick a few thousand to $10,000 can become $200,000 in 1 week. And that will, of course, dwarf anything that anyone has lost in this cold spell. Going back to the game last night with the Cowboys, again, they were down 15-0 and then 15-10 at halftime. The odds of them coming back and winning, to me, was very probable. In game, you were able to get 4-1. And remember, what happens is once your team is down, you're only betting on what's going to happen from that moment on. At halftime, in game, the fact that they're down plays to your advantage because they're going to be hungrier. They're going to be fighting to get back into the game. They were predicted to win anyway, so there's a huge betting advantage to taking the better team when they're down, getting off to a bad start. The odds of them coming back are very, very high. And again, it's all numbers. It's all algorithms, how they come up with these halftime numbers and how they come up with the in-game numbers. They're not looking at the fundamentals. I'm looking at the fundamentals, and it's going to give us a huge advantage going forward. Today's question, how can you predict when a trailing team in the NFL at halftime is likely to come back and win in the second half? Well, again, history repeats itself. Coaches repeat themselves. Quarterbacks repeat themselves. They fall into patterns. What you're looking for in sports handicapping is you're looking for a situation where a team has more motivation. than the other team, especially if the team that has more motivation is better than the opponent that they're playing. So if you've got a better team that just really fumbled the ball, threw interceptions, just didn't play well in the first half, they're going into halftime. What do you think the locker room is like? What do you think the coaches are saying to them? Versus the team that wasn't expected to win, goes in and they're up at halftime. The coach is going to be, good job, keep it up. That's not the same motivation level as the team that's down that's supposed to win. So the team that's down that's supposed to win will come out with a lot more energy in the second half, 90-something% of the time. It becomes an incredibly good bet. My highest win percentage of anything I've ever done has been betting halftime bets in college and pro football. I had a streak of 81% winners over a long period of time in college and pro football halftime bets. There's an extreme logic to it, and I'll be able to show you and explain to you how that works going forward. For you to take advantage of it, you're going to need to be on board where I can get a hold of you quickly. The Champ Group can get a hold of you quickly, so you have the time to get the bets in, especially if we're going to do some in-game stuff. The highest percentage handicapping opportunities occur after the unexpected has happened in the beginning part of a game, and all you're doing is predicting that it will go back to the norm. It's amazing because a team could be favored by 8 points and they're down by 6 at halftime, and they'll make the spread -3 or -4 for the second half, which means you don't even have to win the game. You have a favorite that was favored by 8 points, and in the second half, you don't even have to win the game. You just have to come back a little bit and you win the bet. I love those betting opportunities, and you'll see that they come in at an extremely high percentage. In-game betting is something, again, I've talked about. It's pretty new, but I tell you, it's extremely exciting, and there's going to be some huge, huge opportunities for in-game betting as we go forward. Again, you'll need to sign up so you have the opportunity to participate in this going forward. I'm going to go ahead and show you today's games that have not started. You'll see on the screen that I took them as usual. We have a round robin. We're going to go ahead and go 2s and 3s because one of them's already started. Miami, Red Sox run line, and Astros. That's the Miami Marlins, Red Sox run line, and Astros. Group 2, 3s and 4. I'm recommending a 1.5 units per parlay for a total of 6. That'd be the St. Louis Cardinals, Seattle Mariners, Tampa Bay Rays, Colorado Rockies. Cardinals, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Rockies. Group 3, 4s and 5, 1 unit each, all first 5 innings. The Mets, Cardinals, Astros, Seattle, and Tampa Bay. It's the Mets, the Cardinals, the Astros, Seattle, and Tampa Bay. You can immediately tail the whale by signing up to my premium membership and get all my picks, thewhalepicks.com, or text VIP to +1 702 462 1135. That's text VIP to +1 702 462 1135, and I'll work directly with you in my VIP inner circle, and you'll be able to take advantage of the in-game and halftime opportunities in the preseason and the regular season college and NFL season. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to helping you make a lot of money. In time, you always will. You'll see it go up and down, but at the end, we're going to be up, and we go on some big runs. I've gone on many, many $100,000 to $1 million runs, and I'm going to show you that again. And I hope a lot of you follow me and win the same amount of money for yourself. Thanks again, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye-bye. Going forward, I'll continue to release all of my daily picks to you for free if you text me or subscribe to my mailing list. So make sure to text me or subscribe to my free mailing list so I can continue sending you all of my picks every day. I've made tens of millions of dollars betting on sports over the years, and now I'm finally breaking my secret so that you too can share in my success. All you have to do is either click on the link in the description of this video or send me a text message to my phone number at 702-462-1135. If you're texting me from outside the United States, add the +1, so it's +1 702-462-1135. I will begin texting and emailing you with all of my daily picks whenever they come up. Remember, subscribing to my mailing list is 100% free, no strings attached. And every day that you're not a subscriber to my free mailing list is another day that you may have missed out on one of my devastating winning runs. So be sure to click on the link in the description of this video or send me a text at 702-462-1135, or if you're outside of the United States, +1 702-462-1135 to join my mailing list today, 100% free. And you'll be the first to know when I release my killer picks every single day. Again, 100% free.